let's talk about running backs because I think this is key. When Elijah Mitchell went out of the game, running game stalled outside of Trey Lance. Debo looked all right, but not great. Trey Lance looked great. Jeff Wilson Jr. I'm probably a little lower on Jeff Wilson Jr. than most as far as running the ball, but he does everything else so damn well. And Kyle Shanahan kind of alluded this because Jeff Wilson is going to be the running back one for all you fantasy people that are, hoping one of those rookie running backs. I think eventually a rookie running back will take over, but not until they earn the trust, which they don't have. But listen to Kyle Shanahan talk about Jeff Wilson Jr.
Player, anything that we ask him to do, he does. Whether it's our third down back, whether it's playing a fullback role, when our wideouts have the ball, in the pass game and the run game, he's been a starter for us. And he's a very reliable guy. When Jeff's healthy and able to stay fresh, he can play at a high level, and he's one of the guys that we trust as much as anyone around here.
One of the guys we trust as much as anyone around here. They love that guy. He spoke to the media a lot, during training camp. He's the oldest in the room. Now Marlon Mack is, but he's not technically in the room. He's practice squad, even though he's in the room. He's not in the room, if that makes sense. And so, yeah, I fully do expect Jeff Wilson to be the guy. They're going to work in the rookies, though, TDP and Mason. There's no doubt about it. And they're going to have to earn it. We're going to detail that after a very quick word from our sponsor. While the Chargers and Chiefs prepare to battle for the AFC West on Thursday night, prepare for your winning season at MyBookie. Some like to bet to earn, some want to bet to make it more exciting. Either way, MyBookie gives you the most for your money with a double deposit bonus. It's quick. If you put in $250 deposit, you get $500 in your account instantly, and you can use your funds to bet on as many games, contests, props as you want. All you have to do to claim your bonus, head to mybookie.ag and use promo code 49ERS. That's 49ers, designed to add more excitement to the games and the sports you love. It's only week 2 of the NFL season, which means there's still plenty of time to get in on the action. So don't miss out. Head to mybookie.ag and use promo code 49ERS. All right. So now I just saw this question, and I'm going to spend, again, we're going to have so much time to cover everything. I love it. Juan says, we are counselors for NFL fans. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Now, Decal, I love this question. We're going to do several Seahawks episodes, but I just want to address this right off the top. Jamal Adams is out. Justin Simmons, the stud safety for the Broncos, he's out. He's on an IR too. And so you have the 49ers, you have the Seahawks, and you have the Broncos all missing their number one safety, with us missing Jimmy Ward. I hate that, man. Justin Simmons, one of my favorite players in the NFL. Jamal Adams is not. And as D. Cal says, would you rather have Jamal Adams in the game this week to exploit him? I don't want any injuries, but just from a football standpoint, Jamal Adams was replaced by Josh Jones. Okay. And just to kind of put this into perspective, he was a second-round pick out of NC State back in the day. But Josh Jones got 53 snaps. He had 3 missed tackles. He was targeted 5 times, allowed 4 catches. He played a really bad game. I'm just going to be honest with you. He's third lowest rated defender. He had a 42.3. I mean, he was really, really bad. And as opposed, Jamal Adams was their second highest rated player. So Jamal Adams is better than Josh Jones. There's no question on that. But yeah, it's kind of where that is. It's where that is. What's up, Jordan? I love it, man. Glad to see you in here, brother. Should have kept Hasty. You're right. We should have. Who would you have let go besides him? That is always the question. It's easy to say, Pete, and I agree with you. So if we keep Hasty, who I wanted to keep, who would you let go? So throw that up in the chat. Who should we have, hindsight, let go instead of him? And I don't know, man. I see this. We should have picked up Tart to be the vet. The safety's worth the issue, man. 2 of the top 3 rated players, Talanoa was incredible. Tayshaun Gibson was great. He had that dropped interception. Other than that, man, Tayshaun Gibson was great. And Tart wants money. Tart has been out there saying he's only coming back for right price. He does not want a vet minimum deal, and he deserves more. But the Eagles decided they didn't. Niners decided no team in the NFL is out there. I like Tart, but he's wanting to be paid decent money. I'm not sure he's at that point. I'm kind of happy with the 49ers safety situation currently without Jimmy Ward, to be honest with you. But that's just me. Now, let's boomerang back to the running backs, the rookies. Jeff Wilson's going to be the guy. There's no doubt about that. I can scream from the mountaintops my love for Jordan Mason. If you Kyle Shanahan loves Jeff Wilson Jr. because he does all the right things. He really, really does. Pass protection, lead blocking, lined up, third down back, all that stuff. We need explosiveness in the run game. That's what we need. Jeff Wilson Jr. averaged just over 2 yards per carry. Not good. Not good. That's bad. We need explosiveness. And so, again, I've said this several times this week. I'm going to keep screaming it. Go allow them to earn it. Last week, you told both of them, TDP was a healthy scratch. Mason was just used on special teams. He didn't get one carry. He didn't get one offensive snap. You got to let them out there. You got to let them develop. They're peacocks. Let them fly. Sorry. Anyway, some people get that reference. You got to let them go. And I think that's huge. Now, two-part clip, and I think this is important. This is Kyle talking about both Ty Davis-Price and Jordan Mason.
Both of them. I think they're very similar. They don't mess around. They get downhill. Two types of styles that we need and that we like. But there's a lot more to playing football with us than just running with the ball.
And that's the issue. If anytime you see fantasy football or whatever, if you can't pass protect, if you don't know the audibles on who to pick up, if you don't know all those things, and, when Debo's back there and it's two running backs, it's a lot. It's a lot easier to be a running back in a different system than Kyle Shanahan. You motion more than any other team. Everybody's all over the place. You got split out more than running backs on most other teams. You got to be able to know where to go. It's a lot. Now, this is what I think is the most important. Be a meritocracy back there.
For the most part. I mean, that's what it was last week to see. We knew it was just going to be special teams. This week, we'll get a feel for them on these 3 days. And then we'll go with the hot hand in the game.
Let them earn it. Let them earn it. We saw the eye test with Jordan Mason. TDP had some plays, not very consistent. Let them earn it. Let them earn it. That's all I got to say, man. I want to see them out there. I want to see them out there. I really want to see them out there and just want to see what's going on. So, it's possible. Tanyan says Jordan Mason might be a liability. We ain't seen it. We haven't seen it. We have not seen it. Unfortunately, we can't protect him anymore. Elijah Mitchell's gone and going to be gone for at least 7 more games. Can't just have Jeff Wilson and 2.5 yards per carry out there. Now, maybe Jeff Wilson shows a little bit more explosiveness. That would be ideal. You want Jeff Wilson to win this just because of the consistency, the veteran presence, the fact that he can do everything. But even if Jeff Wilson's incredible, you got to have another running back. We saw this last year. Yeah, Debo's going to get his carries. That's great. But that's 5 to 8 carries. All right, cool. You got to get to 30. You got to get to 30. And you can't do that with Debo getting 6 carries, Trey Lance getting 6 carries. Jeff Wilson Jr. getting 20 carries is not ideal for anybody. Now, and I hope he proves me wrong. I hope he goes out there and rushes 20 times for 200 yards. That'd be great. I don't see it in the cards. He showed literally 0 burst. He hits the hole hard. He goes right where he's supposed to go all the time. He's always falling forward, which I like. Man, at some point, you got to give the young bucks a try. You got to. And I hope that they prove themselves this week. I really, really do. And, yeah, ideally, Jeff Wilson would be the third down back. If one of these young bucks, Ty Davis-Price, you got him in the 3rd round to be the guy. Maybe you could show that.
The 49ers Rush Podcast.